All right, peace to the family. We should be live right now. We should be live right now. Let me mute this. Um, usually I do surprise shows, so the people don't even know I'm coming live. They get the notification on the spot. Um, while I wait for people to tune in and to log in and do everything they do, let me see what's going on with the chat room. Shout out to Khalil B, Justin, Miss Posh 99. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Filling in the chat room. We got an economic show tonight. Woo! We got an economic show tonight. For those who want to get their economic games up, their finance game up, their investment game up, I kind of switched it up a little bit tonight because this is special times and we got to have special shows during these special times. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, this is. I know this is right on time. I know. You see Bitcoin going up. You see Bitcoin going up. Everything going, yo. The richest get richer, y'all. There's a reason why they say the richest get richer. Listen, let me get to a few ads. I'm gonna let y'all fill in the chat room. I'm just leave it there. Yeah, it's gonna be powerful tonight, family. Let me get to a few ads. Shout out to everybody filling in the chat. Hope y'all enjoyed that Phil Valentine lecture I just posted. Let me get to this right here. Crypto, I'm gonna have to stop your sharing for a second so I can show these ads.
Go ahead, take your time, brother.
All right. First and foremost, family, before we get started with the show, as always, I want to give a shout out to a couple of great businesses that advertise with me on this platform. Shout out to Riverside Tai Chi. He has the glucose support formula. If you got diabetes and you need help, contact this website. They will definitely be able to help you. They also have, okay. Well, let's go to King Simon. King Simon is the main man when it comes to numerology. He's one of the best. He has helped me for over a decade personally. This is a personal testimony now, right? So King Simon has helped me personally over a decade and my family. My queen, he has helped her, and he's amazing when it comes to it. He has a new book out. Make sure you support his book, and he also has a contact number so you could do personal readings with him. You get what I'm saying, family? And this is his number right here, 347-496-1022. This brother is awesome. Whatever you need help with, finances, relationship, health, whatever. You have an energetic field that's related to numbers because this matrix is based off of numbers, and this brother knows how to decode that matrix in terms of numerology. So yeah, contact that brother right there. The Magic Money book, if you need help spiritually attracting money, cash at me, $Black Magic 363. The fee is $10. Make sure you leave your email and I will send the ebook to you. It's an amazing ebook that deals with spiritual techniques to attract money. All right. Shout out to Copper Child Mike L. If you see the hat I'm wearing, is sponsored by this brother right here. This brother sponsors the hats I'm wearing, and the brother has crystals, and the brother has a list of other items as well that's strictly high frequency for you to put on your body. So if you want some high frequency clothing, crystals, make sure you contact that brother right there. And this is, like I said, the brother Riverside Tai Chi. He also has the Riverside, and he also has the joint balance formula. So if you also have problems with your joints, you can contact Riverside Tai Chi with that. And me and the brother Billy Carson, you seen him yesterday. We doing the remote viewing workshop. December 5th is off the hook. Actually, Billy Carson and KT the Austria will be on next week together. That's going to be one for the ages right there. So yeah, if you're on your spiritual game and you want to know how to remote view, astral project, all that good stuff, you want to attend this workshop. All right, family? And with that being said, brother, tell the people your exact name before we get started with the show. And you could share the screen again because I'm done.
Okay, cool. Cool. Peace, family. For those that don't know, my name is Amir, the Chicago crypto hustler, also known as the Bitcoin block bully. I come out of Chicago, and I'm a cryptocurrency enthusiast as well as a coach. I introduce people to cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, and really just another form of a way of getting money, and more so than getting money, understanding what money is, what money ain't, and showing them that it's a new way to build digital wealth or generational wealth utilizing digital assets and being able to pass them down first and foremost without a counterparty or a middleman, meaning that you don't have to go through the wear and the tear, the red tape of financial institutions such as banks denying you because of your race, color, creed, nationality, credit report. I mean, I've taught over 100 some odd people how to open up their own decentralized bank accounts. You know what I mean? And then how to take these bank accounts and actually utilize them to grow their wealth, but also be able to take money from them without actually touching their money. So it's allowing us for the first time to be able to gain access to capital that we may not in another instance been able to do without having to go through, like I said, the red tape of having to sign all the paperwork and everything. The space really.
You breaking up, my brother. You got to speak clear. Crypto, Amir, you breaking up. You
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
hello?
I hear you now. Yeah.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, I
okay,
hear you
am
now.
I coming through clearly?
Yeah, clearly. You hear me, right?
Okay, cool. Yes, sir. Yep. Okay.
All right, so
what I was saying was that.
Yeah,
go ahead, brother.
No, what I'm saying is that it's an honor to have this type of show and the people in the chat saying you changed their life. Listen, first and foremost, like I said, there's some. Well, let me explain. Let me start off the show like this. Family, we have been lied to, and when I say we have been lied to, we have been lied to. I mean, it's so grand. The lie is so grand that any bit, Billy Carson said this, any bit of truth, it's like, get the fuck out of here. Listen, the pandemic and the economy being bad is all, it's relative. I'm not going to say it's bullshit, but what I'm going to tell you, family, is that the news is such a complete piece of shit, a complete waste of time. The red and the blue, the Democrats and the Republican, they both pieces of shit, family. There's people out there caking, getting money during this pandemic. I noticed this brother Crypto, Chicago Crypto, that I'm on, that he's on the line now. That's what he's hiding his identity for a reason. He's hiding his identity because he has been threatened before, he has been kidnapped before, and he has his best interests at heart. So throughout the course of he's introducing a workshop, family, but he wants to protect himself and his family. If you don't understand that, you don't understand life. So this brother is not going to show his face, but he's going to show facts. Facts is more important than showing his face. So family, the fact is that the rich are getting richer and the poor is getting poorer. They're not telling us what he calls the new money matrix. There's a new money matrix being formed. The digital matrix that is being formed, Black people, the most is being left behind, family. Oh my God. We're getting left behind. So that's why I'm like, listen, I know I do metaphysics. I know I do a lot of health, stuff like that. But as far as digital assets, digital currency, I got to do something with somebody who's out here getting it. So that's why we're doing this show here today. That's why I told the brother, listen, I'm gonna promote this workshop. We got a workshop coming up. I'm gonna get down with you. We're gonna do this thing with the workshop in December. But family, cryptocurrency, if you invested in it this year, you came up. You came up, family. If you invested in stocks and if you invested in all that, you came up. But if you in the old paradigm, you get left behind. So with a big platform like mine, I have to be okay. So we got some trolls in here. With a big platform like mine, I have to be responsible, and I have to let the people know what's popping right now. And this brother got plenty of receipts. So with that being said, brother Crypto, Amir,
Yes,
Chicago.
Yes, sir.
Let me know what's going on. Why should the family? I got a huge melanated audience. 500,000. I don't care what YouTube say. I got 280. I got 500,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Listen, they bullshit. My shit been stuck at 280 for 3, 4, 5, 6 months. I got 500,000 subscribers, family. Why should the people be interested in cryptocurrency? Because I see people getting it, but I want you to explain to me why my 500,000 viewers should be considered interested in cryptocurrency during this pandemic, my brother.
Gotcha. Specifically, first, am I coming through clearly? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, brother. You good?
Okay, cool. All right. First and foremost, specifically speaking on the pandemic, one thing that a lot of individuals probably went through during that era was the fact that they may not have been able to spend cash at a lot of stores. They were saying only credit and or debit cards, saying that cash was a way to possibly transmit this thing called COVID They seen a lot of contactless payment systems come out. A lot of people definitely think that they were saying that it was a coin shortage. I don't know if y'all had that up there where you're at, brother.
Yeah,
Where
I
they were
did
saying
it
that
in the
they were
bank.
running
In
out
the
of.
bank, yes, TD Bank. I had
Okay,
Bitcoin. Yeah,
right. And out here in Chicago, it was the fact where if you went to spend money and you did have cash, and the change was off by a couple of cents, they would just ask you, can they just round up and keep the rest? You know what I mean? So looking at the fact that when you think about money, right, we gotta do away with that dust in the ass, that facade that the Federal Reserve note is money. That it is not. We gotta understand first and foremost that it's a debt note, it's a promissory note. There's no intrinsic value behind it. You actually lose more wealth by holding money over assets that are used to hedge against the dollar value. And when I say that, what I mean is that when you hold cash reserves, which is just cash, right? And the value of that cash drops, that's what really makes the prices go up. In fact, there's a perfect example, right? I don't know your worldly age, brother Rich, but when I was younger, I used to be able to go get what 4 bags of chips for $1, right?
right.
Then as
25 cents.
time went on, it was right. Then as time went on, it was three
You
bags.
cutting in and out. By the way, brother, if you could fix that where I don't know if that's something with on my end but you cutting in and out.
Am I coming through? Am I coming through clearly,
Family, if he's
or is it cut?
completely clear, then just give a thumbs up. But okay, but go ahead, brother. Keep talking.
Oh, okay. I want to make sure that I am coming through clearly.
Yes, yes.
Can you hear me? Okay, cool. So it went from 4 bags of chips to $1, then 3 bags of chips to $1 for $1, then 2 bags of chips for $1. Now I can go to certain stores and it is $1.09 for that same 25-cent bag of chips.
Right.
Now, the average individual may look and think that the value of the chips have gone up, right? Oh man, the prices are skyrocketing on everything. Everything is raising. It's not that the value of the underlying assets or the things that we're buying are going up. It is the dollar, which is the transacting instrument that we are giving them to get those items, that is going down. So if we flip the role, right? Let's say that I'm the dude with the chips and you the dude that's been coming to my store, my bodega for the last 20 years, buying chips from me. And you start complaining, man, Habibi, why the value of the chips going up? And I tell you, bro, it's not me and my chips. It's that piece of paper that you've been giving me for the last 20 years. The value of that thing has gone down to whereas I can no longer give you 4 bags of chips for that piece of paper. It's not these bags of chips. It's that piece of paper that you hold. The value of it has lost so much that now you can only afford 1 bag of chips for that same piece of paper that you used to get 4 bags of chips for in 1996. You follow me? So when you think of holding cash reserves like that, when we are living in a system where we are bombarded with mental manipulation through music, through media, I mean, we got to think about the individuals that really push that whole cash rules everything around me, right?
Right.
Of course, it was the Wu-Tang Clan, but who were the individual puppeteers behind that pushed that narrative, while them themselves was demonstrating with credit, loans, and debt, understanding that that instrument is really on a need to use basis, and it is not the focal point of an individual becoming wealthy and or rich. It's the amount of assets that you can have. And the thing about cryptocurrency is that, number one, right, when we think about a monetary reset, right, meaning that let me put this out there. Probably about 6 months ago, the Federal Reserve introduced what is known as quantitative easing. That means that they have the unlimited ability to print money. Unlimited. So when this whole scamdemic happened and everybody's getting
Scamdemic.
12, $12,000 checks, $25,000 checks, $50,000 checks, the people are happy because they're being given these notes in abundance. Now, when you give notes in abundance to a people that do not know how to transact with them and don't understand the wealth system, what are they going to do? They're going to give it right back, right? So when I think that number one, they were saying it was a coin shortage. Number two, they were printing a lot of money out at the same time. And then number three, if you look, they're saying that the US is close to going over to a digital dollar, or not even close, it's in legislation, but they're looking to move over to a digital dollar by January 2021. And it's with that digital dollar that they want to offload the next set of stimulus checks for that year. So that means individuals are going to have to learn how to download wallets, transact back and forth, utilizing QR codes and public addresses, which are no different than a routing number, right? But the main thing about it, right, that you got to pay attention to is just like the Federal Reserve note that we don't own, you're not going to own that digital dollar. So the way that it's going to operate, if you pay attention to other countries, say China, right, where they're dealing with a digital currency already. Am I still coming in? Can you hear me?
Go ahead, brother. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So let's say that you have digital currency within your wallet and you jaywalk. What the government is able to do then is to immediately, because I mean, if we're looking at going into a digital era, they got the facial recognition, right? There's cameras everywhere. So once you break an infraction, the government will immediately be able to transact that out of your account without having to go through all of the, we need you to pay us for this ticket. You see what I mean? It's about ownership and custody. That's the biggest thing about cryptocurrency, that for the first time ever, people were actually able to own their currency. Now, one thing that I do want to break down and really let the people know that what we have going on over here is not a bunch of just different monies, because individuals like to look at cryptocurrency as it's the new currency, but a lot of these cryptocurrencies have different use cases. As an example, Bitcoin, which may have started out to be the new digital currency to transact back and forth, what happened was it ended up transforming into a digital asset, much like gold, to where now they're calling it digital gold, right? So when you look at individuals that accumulate precious metals, they're accumulating them because they're hard to get, which Bitcoin itself is mined much like gold, but utilizing computational power.
Crypto, you're going in and out again, my brother. You're going in and out, in and out. Normal.
Yo, can you hear
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, I hear you, but once you start talking, it's your voice is going, it's faded in and out.
Okay. Okay. Give me a second. Let me give me like 2 minutes. Let me check this headphone.
Yeah. While he checks that out, family. Like I said, family, this is just it's about time. I've been investigating the entire year, and I know it's late, it's November. Well, not the entire year, since the pandemic, and I seen what was going on, and I seen that there was going to be a huge paradigm shift. I'm like, well, damn, what should I get involved with since I see what they're doing with the economy? And I've been studying crypto and stocks and options and all that good stuff. And all of it is good depending on where you're at mentally and what you're interested in. But I really I'm interested in this cryptocurrency thing right now. And so the first thing I do is I do my research and I'm like, well, let me see who can I benefit from the most learning from this stuff. And this brother right here that I'm on a line with, this brother was just on it every day, all day. I mean, this brother, he eats, shits, sleeps cryptocurrency. I mean, his passion for it was just so deep. So I said, damn, let me study this, brother. I've been studying him and it makes sense. And the things I've been looking at have been adding up. So I'm like, oh shit, I gotta have this brother. And he's been on Red and Blue Pill show before a couple of times. So I'm like, damn, I gotta deal with this brother right here. So the brother's having a workshop in December, and it's gonna be a 4-hour workshop, and it's gonna be something, an investment of a lifetime. So if you're interested in learning about cryptocurrency and the ins and outs and how to profit and how to get down with the rich gang, because people are getting rich during this pandemic and certain people are just staying in the same position. So this brother is here. He's definitely helped. And like I said, the reason why he hides his identity, the brother's life has been threatened. And the brother got to protect himself and his family. And when you make money, you understand that. If you don't make money, you don't understand that. So it is what it is. Don't get offended, family. The brother got to do what he got to do. But the brother has joined with me. He has gave me the pleasure of joining a workshop with him. And the brother's going to be doing a workshop in December. And I just left a link in the chat room. So those who are interested, click on the link. But hopefully we could we're gonna talk every week. We're gonna have a show every week leading up to the workshop. And the brother's gonna be kicking it with me and the family. But I gotta learn about this. A couple of things I gotta learn about. This is one of them. Crypto, are you ready yet? Or
Yeah,
okay,
what I'm doing is I'm bringing it up on another laptop,
okay.
a different laptop. Now if you can hear me, I can
I hear you
continue to talk
good. I hear you
while
good
I'm
right now. I hear you good, great right now.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you're not cutting in and out at all right now.
Okay, I can continue to spill if you want me to go on. Just
Go ahead,
brush
my
through
brother.
a couple of things.
Yeah, go ahead, my brother.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show a couple of people exactly things that you may not see in mainstream media, right? So right here we have Jay-Z and Charles Schwab have created a backed Ethereum app. Now, Ethereum is the #2 cryptocurrency in the world, also known as ETH. Now, right now, that asset is $448, right? A couple of months ago, it was $80. Now, I myself have been trying to get people to come over to
You said a couple of
cryptocurrency
months
since
ago it was what? It was what?
about 80. In fact, we can look it up. It was about
Damn.
$80 a couple of months ago.
Are you serious, my brother?
So
So it went from 80 to
yeah,
400, son? That's a
yeah. Look right here.
bro.
Just in March, it was $87 in
Get
March.
the fuck out of here. I did not know that. Oh, so you know that's a double, triple, quadruple. You could have quadrupled your month. Yo.
Brother Rich,
Oh
that's
shit.
actually nothing. If for those that do follow my page on IG, right, you know I
Bro, in a
post a lot of
couple of
coins over there.
months, that's better than
No,
the
brother
drug
Rich.
game. That's better.
Let,
Yo, bro,
hey,
that's better than the
let me
drug game. God
let me
damn,
show
my
you though.
brother.
Let me show you though.
Oh,
I
nah, my
called this
nigga.
one a couple of days ago at
Nah, nigga.
$18, right?
You holding
I
out,
called this one
man.
at,
Come on.
hey, look, can you still hear me? Am I coming
Yeah,
through clear?
go ahead.
So I called this one the other day about $18 on my page publicly. Anybody could have went and bought it. This was about 3 days ago. Today it's $86. So
Mm-hmm.
that's already 500% your money.
Bro, you giving out game like that? Nah, I
Bro,
gotta
it's all on
read.
the page
Hold
for
on, hold on,
free.
hold on, hold on. Nah. You bugging out. Yo, the crypto
It's,
game, because I'm looking at because the stocks aren't this, this is kind of volatile though. Would you say like you could win fast or you could lose fast? Wouldn't you say that?
yes, you can if you are ill-equipped.
Now you're
I'm gonna
going in
tell
and
you,
out again. You're going in and out again. Say that
yo,
again.
yo, can you hear me?
Yes, please
Can
say
you hear
that.
me?
Please say that again. Yes, please say that again.
Okay. What I was saying was that what happens is, especially for new people, right?
Right.
They don't understand that these assets fluctuate. An individual, when they hear the word investment, they just think make money. They think that you put money in an investment and the investment goes up. That is a big misconception, regardless of if it's stocks, bonds, forex, or cryptocurrency. The key to being able to time when to buy and when to sell is by looking at these charts. And what I do is I chart these candlesticks much like an astrologist charts the stars. And it's those stars that allowed not only our ancestors, but individuals that still operate with them. I've seen them on your channel before, but it allows them to almost predict certain future events. Am I correct?
Right.
So when we look at them reading the stars, it's no different than me reading these charts and being able to
Mm.
tell you that an asset is going to go from $437 to $477 and then beyond. Utilizing different techniques, different patterns, which I'm going to explain some of them tonight because it's real interesting the way that you look at this. I got a strategy that I use, right? And the way that I use it, I'm pretty sure that everyone that's on your channel system within the body, right? So the way that I use this system, I set up these indicators, which are known as moving averages
Yo, Chicago crypto hustler, man. The audio, man. Your audio. I can't hear you at all right now,
Same color
brother.
code as the chakra system.
Brother. Oh man.
Awesome. Am I coming through clearly?
You
Hello?
sound no, you're not coming through clearly at all. I heard that, but you're not coming through clearly at all. Let me just make sure I'm not bugging out, family.
Okay,
How's yeah? What'd you
I was
say?
gonna say that's probably because the page was loading up. That's probably because the page was loading up.
Okay.
All right, so now that we're on, what
Hold
I'm
up.
gonna
Before you say
do.
that, somebody asked, how can I sign up for the virtual class tomorrow? No, the class is December 19th. I just posted the link right now. For those who are interested, check your text message. I just sent you a text, crypto. For those who are interested,
Okay.
I just posted the link right now. Um, Everything this brother's talking about, like I said, this brother, I found a brother that gotta hide his identity. So you know shit is real, family. You know when I found a nigga that gotta hide his identity, you know shit is real. Like this dude, he done tell you how to quadruple your money in a couple of months. So the link, I just posted the link, family. There's a virtual workshop happening December 19th, and it's going down. And this is really important, but he's gonna be back here. He'll be back here a couple of times before December 19th, probably about 4 or 5 times, probably 3-4 times before December 19th. So just stay tuned. But yeah, I just hope your audio is better now, my brother. But go ahead. What you was go ahead, brother.
Okay, so am I coming through clearly?
I hear you right now, brother. Yes.
Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna color code these in accordance to the chakras. You know, you start with the root chakra, then you got the solar plex, then the sacral. What I don't really add in is the heart chakra because I don't have my feelings when I trade, so there's no emotion. And sometimes I don't add the throat chakra because it's really nothing to talk about. Either I'm gonna react or I'm not. So we have the root, the solar plex, we have the third eye, and then the crown. So the way that I operate and utilize these, if we open it up, you can see that it makes like a rainbow shape, right? Now, if we open this up to a 4-hour and we bring this in a little bit, there we go. So now, when you see price going down like this means you're losing money, right? So this means that you are down in energy, you're in the slumps, you're out, you know what I'm saying, down and out. So what happens is that we know that when we want to focus and raise our kundalini energy, that we have to meditate in order to raise that ball from the root to the crown. So anytime you're down in the dumps, you don't need to be trading, meaning that all the chakras are going to add up exactly right. So you got the root, the sacral, you have the third eye, and then you have the crown. Now, am I coming through still clear, Brother Rich? Because I
Yes,
want them to
yes, yeah,
catch this.
perfect, brother, perfect. Go ahead.
All right. This is what you want to pay attention to. As you start to meditate, and that kundalini energy starts to shoot up from the root chakra,
Yes.
what you're going to see is it passes over the next chakra, which is a signal, which is the 20-day, actually moving over the 50-day exponential moving average. And I'm not going to get technical with it, but I want them to understand that even though I'm breaking it down from a metaphysical standpoint, it's still technical if you look at it through the eyes of those that went to school. I didn't go to school for none of this. I taught myself how to do all this. That's why I'm breaking it down in the way that I understood and in a way that other people can understand. So what you look for is a crossover, right? So that means you enter when the root crosses over the sacral or the solar plex. And that's an entry at $10,428, right? So then you continue to raise your energy, you cross over the third eye, continue to raise your energy, cross over the crown. Now, the interesting thing about this is that once you've crossed over the next chakra, that usually means that the trend has changed. So you went from a downtrend to an uptrend, right? Let me do this real quick to make it a little easier for the family to see. So now this yellow line, in fact, let me change the color. So I really want this to make sense for them. Let's see. Really want this to make sense. So this is how you make money.
Brother, this is brilliant, by the way. I can't wait for this workshop December 19th, my brother. This is brilliant. I've never seen nobody use this technique before ever, or talked about this technique before using the chakra system. This is brilliant. December 19th, my brother. I'm a blessed brother to be a part of all these brilliant individuals. But go ahead, my brother.
No doubt, no doubt. So now, once you start raising your energy up, you look for entry points. So this has you getting in at about 10,450. And then you raise your energy. So now, as long as the root chakra is prostrating to the upside, that indicates the trend in which the underlying asset is moving, whether it's Bitcoin, Nike, JC Penney's, gold, silver, it's all the same system, right? So now what you want to look for is when you start losing that energy, like here, and the root chakra starts to slump, and then it starts to cross back over that crown chakra. That you would look at as an exit. So now that has you entering your position at about 10,425, we'll say, and then getting out at about 10,800. So now you're looking at a profit of about 4.8%, but that's in Bitcoin though, right? That's in Bitcoin. It's still a $400 move to the upside, just utilizing the chakra system. And then you get out, because look what happens now. You're going back down into a slump, and what happens? You need to meditate. Now you're not meditating, you're not getting. Now look what happens when you meditate. You break out, full out bull run. Now you're in a bull. Now all the underlying chakra levels are lined up to the opposite. So now it's no different than you having high energy or having that beam coming out the top of your head, right? When you're grounding yourself. So now you're in a full out bull. So all you're waiting for is that crossover. This stops you from exiting and getting emotional about it, right? So let's say we would have entered somewhere around here at about 11,300, right? On this dip right here, you may have got scared, but the lines never crossed over. You see what I mean? So now, if you wouldn't have got out there, if you would have been emotional, you probably would have sold. It would have kept moving. You would have had to buy in higher. You follow the trend. The trend is your friend until the end of the trend. Always remember that. So you move with the trend. So now it doesn't cross, and we haven't crossed over yet. So you still be in your position from 10,000 right now at 15,900. So you wouldn't sell yet because it hasn't given you that indication or that indicator that it's time to sell. You still got positive energy. Am I right?
Right.
So now you're waiting for that energy to start failing, and then you get out of your position and you keep the profit.
Wow.
It doesn't have to be complicated, family.
Wow. Amazing. So, like I said, my brother, you got the workshop happening, December 19th.
They got to come check the workshop out, man, because like Brother Rich, not to cut you off, brother, but
go ahead, yeah, please.
Like you said, no one has ever shown you this. And I mean, I'm pretty sure people will bite afterwards, but you're never going to see anybody trade like this, because in my opinion, I created this style, this method. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they're going to come and get other methods that I myself have created that you're not going to get anywhere else, because I didn't go to school to learn this. I taught myself this. So, and I taught myself this from an understanding of a street level. I don't have no, let me put this out there too. Family, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor, so I cannot give financial advice. I'm not a tax advisor, so I cannot give you tax advice. I'm just an individual that taught itself cryptocurrency. So this is to be used as entertainment and or educational purposes. So if you get something from it, you all good, but do not make financial decisions based off anything that I said, because I do not have any degrees, any certificates in any financial or economic studies. I'm 100% self-taught. So take what I say with a grain of salt, but I'm gonna show you that way you don't have to follow what I say. You can learn the method and do it yourself and tell yourself what to do. And that's my biggest thing. I don't want people to have to follow my lead. I want to give you the sauce so you can go and make your own bread. You know what I mean?
You know, and that's what I appreciate, the honesty that you approach people with, and that you approach me with when I talk to you over the phone. I talked to you over a year ago over the phone. Yeah, so you've been watching my show, and we've been talking about getting you on the show for over a year, brother. So when the people talk about patience and talk about, yo, you just gotta, keep doing what you're doing, the fact that I talked to you over a year ago, and I didn't call you back. and you just kept doing what you did every single day, my brother. You kept doing what you did without a stop. And that's what interests me. I'm like, well, damn, this brother's serious. This is what he does. He doesn't care who calls him back or who likes what he does or who dislikes what he does, or if he got robbed or if he got kidnapped. He's going to hide his face, but he's going to keep doing what he's doing. He has a genuine passion for this. And I'm seeing the testimonies, and I'm like, oh, and Blue Pill's like, yo, my brother, Blue Pill, that's my brother. Blue Pill's like, yo, you have to get him on your show. Please, like several times. I'm like, all right, I got you, Blue. I'm going to get him on the show. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, this brother is the truth. So here we are today. Fast forward, saying all that to say, here we are today, November 15th, 2020. After whatever alignment just happened this weekend, you know what I'm saying? The energy just kicked in. You know what I'm saying? We here, my brother. I'm glad. I'm happy. I think you are of tremendous benefit to our community. I think this is something our people are usually late to the party, whether it's digital, whatever it is, we're late to certain things because it's not often taught in our community. So having you on here, I feel as though we won't be that late to the party when it comes to cryptocurrency, my brother. So just to talk about further, like I said, the brother is going to be on here every week leading up to the workshop December 19th. I just posted a link in the chat room just to elaborate a little further. What happened with cryptocurrency during the pandemic in terms of the rich getting richer, and why should we trust it? You know how people, first thing all black people know about is save your money. You save it under your couch, you save it in the bank, you save it in a shoe, but you just save your money. We don't know that much about investing money. Especially in crypto. This is new. We've heard about stocks for the last couple of decades, but crypto is like, goddamn, we didn't even get stocks yet. Now you telling me to invest in something else? So talk to us about the pandemic and black people and their lack of investing, my brother.
Okay. In my opinion, am I coming through clearly?
I hear you. Yes.
Okay. In my opinion, it's because we've been raised on a public education system. Understanding investments, assets, fiat, collateral, loan, interest, that's private information. It's not for the public to have. You need worker bees in this world. You can't give worker bees the information to be kings and queens bees because they have to keep that balance. So the information that we're fed, almost like when I was telling you earlier, right? They do this psyops on us of get rich or die trying. Cash rules everything around me. They throw the dollars in our face through media, TV, whereas it's almost a physical addiction to hold these notes, right? And it's actually a mental blockage that I have to break with a lot of people in order to get them to really, really, really understand this space. But it's like once you break that mental blockage, your eyes open up and it's like, holy shit, this is what I've been missing or I didn't. And then you want to get as far away, not as far away from cash, but you understand it in a different light to whereas, okay, I used to want this thing. Now I understand by holding other things that hedge against it, I'm able to actually grow that side. So instead of me having $100,000 in the bank, I want to have an asset that is able to appreciate over an amount of time so that that $100,000 worth, right, is able to grow to 110, 120, 130 without any muscle or leg work. And you do that by utilizing assets, whether it's gold, silver. Now, the reason that I like cryptocurrency over Forex and stocks, in my opinion, that shit's over with, man. You were supposed to get into stocks and bonds and all that 50, 100 years ago. That game, let me bring something up on the chart real quick, Rich. Let me bring something up on the chart for you. I'm gonna bring up Nike stock, okay?
Okay.
Let's look at Nike real quick. Let's get rid of that. Let's put these back on. And let's look at Nike on a daily chart. So let's open this up. So what we're gonna look for, let's look at it on a monthly chart. Let's see how long. Let me see from here. 60. That's to 2015. This is 2020. Okay, cool. So If you would have bought Nike November 2nd, 2015, right now, 5 years later, you'd be up 100% of your money. So you double your money, right? In 5 years, right? Now, that's double your money depending on how many shares you're able to accumulate. So individuals that come from a certain demographic that, like you said, we know how to save, but we're scared to take that risk. How many shares do you think we're going to buy of Nike? Probably one. So when you buy one share at $65 and you wait 5 goddamn years to make $65, that don't make sense to me. That don't make no sense to me. When we look at an asset, once again, like Ethereum and a number of other different assets that I mean, we can easily just go through and look through a list, right? This is the one that everyone's asking about, Ripple. In fact, let me talk on this real quick, Brother Rich, because there's a lot of people that like to spam this one cryptocurrency, and I want individuals to understand the way that I look at investments.
Oh, they don't
So,
spam the chat room with XRP. Oh my God.
all right, so this is the thing about XRP. Yes, XRP is working with the banks, they're working with Western Union, they got all these partnerships, and that's one reason why everybody talks about them. They got one hell of a marketing team, right? But from an investor's standpoint, when you're able to not have to use the news and what people are telling you to buy because, hey, this is the next Bitcoin, you got to get it. Man, they've been saying that shit about Ripple since 2017. So now let's look what happened. This is Ripple December 2017. It went up to about $3, right? So now when Ripple's low like that, people are like, oh, you got to get it. It's going back to $3. So let me show you what happened, Brother Rich. It dropped down right here to about 33 cents. Remember, this is Ripple. They're working with the banks. Here you go, a pump. Hey, we're going back to $3. It's going. You got to buy. Dump. Right? Go back down to 29 cents. Now, when you come up, you create a lower high than the previous high. When you see lower highs and lower lows, that indicates a downtrend. And a saying that I made up is friends don't let friends buy you no downtrend, because then all you're doing is losing money. So when we look at Ripple from an investment standpoint, Ripple has lost investors' money 3 years in running. It has never brought back an investment by holding it since 2017. So me being able to look at this chart versus everyone telling me, hey, this is the one you got to get, and me seeing that, well, shit, if I would have been investing in this, even dollar cost averaging, right? Whereas I buy a weekly amount just once a week, I'd be down. Hold on, man. Oh, man. I'd be down 80% on my money right now, 87% loss. But this is the one everyone wants. But when you're able to look at it from this aspect, let me put it like that. Family, it's a straight line that goes down. This is not an investment vehicle. Like, if you want your money to grow, you don't want your chart to look like this, family. Don't, please. One thing that us as a people too, we want that quick buck. We want, hey, tell me the one that's gonna make it. So we come and we approach this like somebody's really gonna tell you what to buy, other than me, to make you rich, right? A lot of times when people are telling you what to buy, they're telling you that so that you can buy their assets off of them, so they can dump them on you, right? So I can't wholeheartedly myself or tell anyone that's ever took a class or a one-on-one with me to invest in Ripple while the value of Ripple has gone down for 3 years consecutively. So for all you Ripple heads out there, you 3 years and losing right now. You know what I mean? But when we're not able to look at this aspect of it, right? Hello, am I still in? Hello? Yo. Okay, I don't know if I'm still coming through. Let me see. Hopefully it didn't drop me.
Yeah, crypto, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. Something was I think I had it on mute or something like that. Listen, so let me ask you this. So you was just breaking and showing the XRP throughout the past couple of years. So what if Bitcoin is headed toward the same thing as what you just showed with XRP, where Bitcoin was 20,000 last year or the year before last, I forget, and it doesn't hit 20, but it hits 18 this year, and then next year maybe hit 16. Should we look at Bitcoin the same way as you're looking at XRP? Because it don't seem like Bitcoin, which was 20 last year, it don't seem like it's hitting it this year. So what if it doesn't hit 20 again next year? Should we look at it the same way as you're looking at XRP?
I'm real happy that you spoke about that, Brother Rich. Real happy. Let me show you something. So when we look at Bitcoin, right?
Yes.
This is Bitcoin's total lifeline, right? So I'm gonna tell you what everyone talks about when they talk about the great Bitcoin hit 20,000 and then it dropped.
Right.
This little time in history. Now this is Bitcoin. Compare this to the one we just looked at, right? This is Bitcoin going from $2 to 1,100, back down to 189, to 20,000, back down to 3,000, to 14,000, back down to about 4,000. And now the thing about it, right? And this is why it's very important that they learn technical analysis, because what the untrained eye wouldn't know about this is that we just broke our monthly resistance, which is a level that we have not been able to break in the last couple of years on a monthly chart. So when you understand these technical terms, right, there's ways that individual investors and charters know when an asset is going to continue to go up. We don't guess. I'm telling you, everything over here is just like reading the stars, Brother Rich. For anyone that's ever been following me for the last couple of years, my batting average is almost like 95%. And I mean, it's all on the page, you know what I mean? For the last 3 years and running. Because what I don't do, Brother Rich, I don't force a trade. I let the trade come to me and I let the chart show me what's gonna happen. Right. And I'm gonna show them a little sneak peek of what they're gonna get at the workshop, right? So
shout out to the family that already invested in the workshop. Real quick before you continue, shout out to the family that already, I looking at my emails, that already invested in the workshop. I really appreciate you believing in yourselves and understanding that there's a new money matrix being formed, as the brother continues to say. But go ahead, brother.
Okay, so let's say that people would have been looking at Bitcoin back here in July. They would have bought, and it's going up. It went from what, 9,000 to 12,000. Now, if you don't know how to do technical analysis, you wouldn't have known that it was going to drop back down to 9,800, right? And you probably would have got scared and sold it. But what I was able to identify was a pattern known as a head and shoulders pattern. And what that identifies is a bearish formation, meaning that the price is about to go down. Now, there is a way that you can tell how low the price is going to go, right? And that's called by doing what is known as a measured move. A measured move is where you measure from the head to the neck, right? And then take that measurement and put it on the breakout, like so. Then you mark, give or take. Let me see, make sure. Whoop. I'm speeding through it, just trying to show the family real quick without being too precise. But it's showing you that once this level gets break, you're looking for a drop back down to about 9,700. Now you came down to 98.25, so you were shy about $100. But being able to identify a drop from $11,130 all the way back down to $9,800, that's going to save you a lot of money. And you can also short the market, meaning you can bet on the price going down. So now by you being able to identify this, not only can you make money on the way up, you can make money on the way down. You see what I mean? You can double bubble.
Yeah. Indeed.
Follow me, Brother Rick?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And then let me add this on, because it's crazy, because to me it's like art. I create pictures and the pictures tell me a story. So I see this formation here, right? And I go and I identify it, and it's looking like a ascending triangle. So we mark it off, and then it's the same thing. You measure the move out, and this is why, this is so that you can play everything by levels, instead of, you know, a lot of times people come, hey, when's Bitcoin going back to $20,000? And it's like, it doesn't work like that, man. It works in levels, right? So I mark that off. So now what you're looking for is when you break This neckline here, you're looking for a move up of about 12,003. Now that's breaking it at 11,100, right? That's giving you a move of about 10%, which is $1,120. Now, if we break this down, let me see, break it down to a 4-hour. There we go. Now you can see what target hit, we reject it, and then we use that same level as support for that next stick, and it gave us that move up. But it's like you don't just guess and gamble where the price is gonna go. You come, you learn this, and you read, and you tell yourself where price is gonna go. Now, nothing is edged in stone. What this does is give you an edge in your decision making. That's all it is. It's just the edge. You know what I mean?
Mm. Mm.
I don't want to get too technical with all that.
So
for my artists out there, go ahead, brother Rich. Go ahead.
No, just what exactly can the people look forward to for the workshop? What are you going to be showing them? I mean, obviously there's a pandemic going on. They're talking about a second wave. They're talking about shutting the economy down again, restaurants and everything else. Digital is the way to go, obviously, at this point. And like I said, obviously, I don't want my people to be left out of this new money matrix. That's why I'm inviting new people onto the platform that I deem that's out there doing their thing. So what can they, if they sign up for this workshop December 19th, what can they look forward to? How can they benefit in 2021 from this workshop on December 19th? What you going to teach us? Because I'm learning too. So what you going to teach me, my brother?
All right. When a lot of people look at cryptocurrency, all they think about is buy, sell, and trade. And that's it. The buck stops there, right? One thing that I'm going to introduce you to that a lot of individuals don't know is that you can tokenize content, meaning that this is an art gallery that I opened on the blockchain. These are pictures, some that I created myself, some that I bought and resold, right? And they're sold in the form of tokens. Now, you yourself, decentralized, no name, no social, no nothing, can tokenize music. You can sell tickets. You can sell video. You can sell paintings. You can sell real estate. You can sell your DNA data online for DNA tokens on the blockchain if you want to, brother Rich. In fact, let me just so they don't think I'm here we go. So they don't think I'm jonesing. Here we go. Gene Chain, the DNA data marketplace. If you've done a DNA test, you can say de-identify data to researchers, helping science and potentially earning back the cost of the test itself. Your data is valuable. And they got test kits over here where you test your DNA and you sell it for DNA token. For people that are in real estate, right? They have tokenized. This is, in fact, this is what I really needed to say, brother Rich. Number one, and I meant to say this earlier, but I got thrown off, right? Number one, you only get to live. Am I coming through clear right now? Because I want them to hear this.
I hear you, brother. Go ahead.
You only get to live through a currency reset once every couple of 100 years. You're not going to get this chance again.
Number one. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, my brother. This chance right here, ooh, once in a lifetime. Go ahead, brother.
Man, you're not going to get this, man. Number two, with this being a new asset class, right? You have to look at this as we have the opportunities that the Warren Buffetts, the Jeff Bezos had that were able to buy these stocks on dollars on a penny, right? I mean, you got cryptocurrencies over here, bro, that are half a penny, 10 cents, $1, $2. You know, one thing that I'm going to introduce at your if you allow me to introduce at the workshop is a system that I call from vices to investments. Whereas let's say you're a smoker, right? You're smoking 3-5 a day. Up here in Chicago, that's about $50 a day. Let's say you cut out one of those days. No, let's say you cut out 2 days out the week, and you take that $50 and you put it on Bitcoin or Ethereum or Ripple if you want to. And instead of smoking that money, you invest it every week. After 6 months of you taking them 50s that you was blowing down the chimney and put it into an asset that's gonna possibly appreciate, what you're doing now is taking untapped money sources that you yourself didn't know that you had because you were spending it on a habit and you turned it into investment. So now after a month, 2 months, 3 months, all the 3.5 money is now added up to a 0.5 of a Bitcoin, 0.1 of a Bitcoin, 2 Ethereum, 3 Ethereum, and now Ethereum has doubled in price. Ethereum's gone tripled in price. Now that $50 is 150, right? That 150 for them 3.35s is now 300. You get what I mean? There's is so many different ways that you can, and this is another thing. A lot of people see the prices and think that you have to buy a whole coin. This is not like stocks. You can buy $5 on Cash App if you want on a weekly basis. You don't have to break the bank to come over here. You don't have to break the bank. I'm gonna introduce them to real estate investing on the blockchain. We're definitely gonna take a look at sovereign and self-banking. I'm pretty sure people have heard of the brother Derek Grace with the in-home banking, right?
Yeah.
What I'm gonna show individuals is how you really in-home bank, number one, without having to use the straw man for those that are into that, because a lot of people like to operate in the private. In fact, that's one of the biggest things that I'm showing, Brother Rich, because I like to separate the public from the private. So I'm gonna show individuals how to operate privately in this space versus operating publicly, right? So that you are able to handle your own commercial affairs. Because when we look at utilizing the Federal Reserve note and understanding that it's a contract, when you transact with that, it puts you into the jurisdiction of the United States corporation, right? But let's say that I did a favor for you, Brother Rich, and you gave me cryptocurrency for that favor, not fiat note, just cryptocurrency. And I either held that cryptocurrency or exchanged it for something else, right? That transaction that you and I did is a personal, private transaction outside the jurisdiction of the United States court because we didn't use their currency to transact. So the freedom that it gives individuals, right, to transact amongst each other. In fact, another thing that people are scared of is the value going up and down. And I think you spoke about that earlier, correct? They have what are known as stable coins. So right here we have USDC, United States dollar coin. We have DAI, which is a digital asset dollar pegged currency, meaning it's pegged 1-to-1 to the US dollar. We have United States dollar tether, synthetic United States dollars, and a couple of other United States dollar derivatives on the blockchain, meaning that I can bring anyone over here that I want with 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, and we can stabilize that before you ever make a move. That way you don't have to worry about man, am I gonna lose? You don't have to worry about it. We can stabilize it. Now on top of the stabilizing, right? Let's put something in perspective real quick. Let's look at the average savings account interest rate. Oh my God. So the most common, that can't be right. Let me look in the US. I'm gonna teach people about interest because it's a lot of these investment terms that we don't understand that leaves us in the wind. So okay, so the average interest right now on the savings account is 0.05%. I'm gonna make this real easy for the family. If you put $100 in the bank at the end of the year, you are going to have 5 cents in interest, 5 pennies, right? Now, with us not possibly being able to accumulate amounts of money to where we're worried about interest, right? That really ain't going to affect us. But if you're looking to be wealthy, you got to think wealthy then. You can't think with the same mindset and come over here, because if you're thinking with the same mindset, you're just going to jag whatever you're able to accumulate, right? So when we look at interest rates that we get paid, and also this is simple interest, meaning that you're only getting that 5%. That's it. Now, when we look at the interest that we get paid on our money over here, we got 2.8%, 5.9%, 3.5%, 4% on our money, 6%, even 1.7%, Brother Rich. That's 100 times more than what the banks is giving you right now on your money. So not only can we set up our own savings accounts, right, stabilize our money before we make a move and invest, we can also make money on top of our money while we're waiting to make that move. Now, this is the kicker, Brother Rich. This is the kicker.
Y'all listening?
I'm gonna show people how they
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you all good. Good. I'm gonna show people how they don't even have to touch their money in order to gain access to more investments. Or let's not even look at it in that light. Let's say that I'm a regular Joe Smo. I work a 9 to 5, but I do invest in cryptocurrency. So as we know, COVID hit. People were out of jobs. People were waiting for stimulus checks. People possibly pawned things off, possibly sold things. What you have the ability to do in the cryptocurrency world is actually take your assets, collateralize them, and then take a loan out against them on your own that you pay back to yourself when you want, no time limit, right? And you turn it back into fiat. So let's say that I lost my job. Man, bills I got to get paid. The stimulus ain't coming out for another month. I got this crypto, but I don't want to sell it. I can take it over here. Put it, not only can I borrow against it, I'm gonna make money on it while I got this loan out so that I can handle my financial responsibilities. And then when I get my check, I can come over and pay myself back, right? And then I still got my cryptocurrency. I never had to sell it, and now it's more than it was when I put it in there because of the interest, right? Right now, banks are closed. Them front doors is closed right now. It's real hard to get to the bank tellers right now.
Facts.
You know what I mean? If your credit ain't right, it's real hard to get a loan right now. I don't care how much money you got. D-boys, y'all know how it is. I knew how it was, right? If your financial affairs are not in order in the public, it's going to be real hard for people to operate in this new money matrix, Brother Rich. It's going to be very hard for people to operate in this new money matrix. If your wealth is in cash reserves, right? I don't know if people know this, man. Look at countries like Zimbabwe, Argentina, Venezuela, right? Their cash reserves have gone to shit to the point where you might as well wipe your ass with that toilet, excuse my language, but you might as well wipe your butt with that money. So now what Venezuela just did is they just introduced Bitcoin and Litecoin as a form of currency for their country because their cash went to nothing. And people over here think that it can't happen. But if we look at the dollar of value, right? Let's look at dollar. Look at the dollar value since 1913, right? I'm gonna tie this into precious metals even. Let me see. $1 in 1913 is equivalent to the purchasing power of $26 in 2020. So $1 in 1913, right? We could go in the store back then and get $26 worth of stuff for that one Federal Reserve note.
Yeah. Damn, bro.
For one, you can get $26 worth of stuff. And it's like you got to reverse the way that you think because people might not still get it. Like, man, okay, what is that? Man, look, it takes $26. It takes, first off, let's stop. Don't think about it like money. Just think about it like it's a piece of paper. What used to cost one piece of paper now costs 26 pieces of paper. So why would you continue to accumulate those pieces of paper? If the things that you're buying with them continue to go up against that piece of paper, you got to find some type of hedge, Brother Rich. You got to hold something that, whereas, okay, if I'm holding this over here, the value of this is going up against those pieces of paper. I don't want the pieces of paper because then I'm going down on the lower on the totem pole. You see what I mean? Now, what's interesting about this is right now a silver dollar is worth $26. So silver gold coins, look, I'm into crypto, but I'm not a dummy. Gold and silver is definitely the way to go. And in the workshop, I'm gonna show them how they can gain access to money that they don't have in order to buy that gold and silver, utilizing their digital assets. So you're not even gonna have to come out of pocket for your precious metals investments.
Right. Nah, definitely. Man, this makes so much sense, brother. This makes so much sense. Like, you internally got me so hyped for this workshop on December 19th. Man, my brother, I'm so hyped for this workshop. I definitely just commend you for doing your work and doing what you do. We're gonna wrap it up pretty soon. Like I said, family, the brother's gonna be on it every week. I mean, I got people in the chat room. I didn't even know all these people know about all this stuff. I mean, I don't know if they just came in here this week or they've been here and they just ain't say nothing. But listen, they hype about this cryptocurrency talk. My family is hyped. My chat is hyped about this cryptocurrency talk. So people talking about X, whatever. They talking about Bitcoin, XRP, they talking about all types of stuff. But I'm glad the conversation is being had. My brother, you've been doing your thing for quite some time right now. I've noticed it. I can't wait for this workshop. Like I said, family, the brother's going to be back every week leading up until the workshop. There's a new money matrix, as the brother says, is being formed that you don't want to miss out, and you want to be a part of that. You don't want to your children to be 20 years old and you tell them about some old shit that don't exist. Imagine being in 2020 telling your children, oh, I still use a tape recorder, I still use a CD player. And your child's like, nigga, you're not up on the new technology. Well, there's a new money technology being formed. So you don't want to get stuck in the old technology and have a CD player when everybody's streaming music, or have a tape player when everybody's streaming music, and you left behind, family. You want to keep up with the times so you could do what you got to do. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? The world moves and the world keeps going on. My brother, before we get out of here, is there anything, like I said, my brother, the workshop is December 19th. I definitely look forward to people saying I made 300% on crypto. Wow, man. The people are getting incredible. No questions tonight. We're gonna have more thorough questions next week. I'm gonna take. I want y'all to. There's a number that y'all could text me in the description bar. If you got any questions, text me. We're gonna get super thorough with the next show. But today was an introductory show. I want the people to know that this brother's coming. He's here and he's coming. He's coming like a hurricane. So be prepared for this brother. This is one of the top brothers when it comes to cryptocurrency. I want the family to get prepared for this brother. But next week, we're going to have a thorough show with some thorough questions on cryptocurrency. And we're going to have a good time leading up until this workshop. But before we get out of here, my brother, what would you like to leave the people with?
Man, look. Usually us as a people, especially, man, we Johnny come late when it comes to the new thing, brother Rich. Mm-hmm. We always Johnny come late. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I've gotten a lot of easy money in my life, brother Rich. It ain't never been, and this is after I've learned it, you know what I'm saying? But even in the beginning, because I got in at a good time, but it's never been like this flawless and this easy. Like if we got hustlers listening right now, bro, look. If there's anybody that comes from a hustling,
oh shit,
bro.
Oh shit!
Bro, there's anybody that come from a hustling background, right?
Yeah.
If anybody come from a hustling background, bro, because look, everything, and I didn't even go nowhere today, brother Rich. There's so many things over here you can do to accumulate wealth. It's like a playground for hustlers. Everything I do has to do with making money. So even when we get into video games for kids, I got to show this, brother Rich, because I got to put you on this, because you got a little one. And you got to know what's coming up. You got to know what's coming.
The PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5. You know, I had some questions for you next week. Yeah, but we don't get, like I said, next week is going to be super thorough, family. But go ahead. I have a feeling I know what you're going to say. Go ahead, brother.
You all good. So we got blockchain games over here, right? Am I coming through clearly? Hello?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we got blockchain games over here where you are able to acquire these pets, and this is for the kids, but institutions are also purchasing them. So these are called axes, and if you do the research, they recently had a sale. 5 mystic axes sold for like $160,000. Now these little pets, they're like Pokemon. The difference is you can breed these. So I bought a couple for my daughter, and I'm gonna open her up a breeding farm, right? And we're gonna breed these, and then we're gonna sell them on the blockchain. You following me, brother Rich?
Yes.
And it's an interactive game that she can play. She can go through, she can battle. It's just like the RPG games people used to play back in the day, like Final Fantasy almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Zelda,
it's the same thing. Like Zelda. The only difference is the points you get, brother Rich. It adds value to your pet. That means you can buy the pet for $40 and sell it for $500. Or you can just breed it and sell the babies, which is what I'm gonna do.
Amazing,
you know, so they got things over here for the children. Family. The playing field. This is another thing. The playing field ain't never been this even, brother Rich. I look. A lot of people know this. A lot of people don't. I taught my son this when he was 10, brother Rich. By the time my son was 11, he had his own YouTube channel showing people how to do cryptocurrency. Facts.
Damn, brother.
It's not hard. It's not hard. We just gotta break through that barrier, man, and it's gonna be clear sailing. Now, time is of the essence because they is trying to close the doors. They are trying to close the doors. When I first got in this, you didn't need an ID for anything. Now they asking for IDs left and right. You know what I mean? So they're slowly but for surely trying to close. And then they're rushing to come out with their own. So it's like, hey, don't buy Bitcoin. We got Fed coin. You know what I'm saying? Take our coin, leave while they buy Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? Square just bought $50 million worth of Bitcoin, bro. Jack Dorsey. Michael Saylor, who's a micro strategist, just bought $450 million worth of Bitcoin. I think Ray Dalio just bought 750. And this is at one time, brother Rich. So people can say, oh, well, funny money is gonna disappear. Bro, I follow the money, bro. I follow the money. In fact, I was gonna share this, and we'll leave, you know what I'm saying? We'll close it up after this. Dude who runs Overstock, right? Overstock is a multi-million-dollar company. Founded it and run it. And I was sharing this on my page last year, how a lot of CEOs were out from the businesses. Because I've been talking about this financial crash for a minute, brother Rich. So what this man did was he sold his company and took the 90 million and put it into gold and cryptocurrency. Right. And I can show you 1,000 other stories where these big wig people are coming over here buying 5 million, 10 million, 100 million, 200 million worth of Bitcoin. They're investing in other cryptocurrencies, but the main assets are going towards Bitcoin because it's only going to be 21 million, brother Rich. So now if we're looking at this, imagine if gold ran out. Imagine there was no more gold, no more to mine. It's over. Right. You know what that would do to the price of gold? So now, when you see these people talk about Bitcoin is going to be $100,000 one day, $1 million one day, this is what I'm going to leave the people with. It ain't about the dollar amount. It's only about the coin count, family. Get as many as you can, as fast as you can. That doesn't mean FOMO in, spend all your money, set yourself up on a system, whereas you cannot hurt yourself and still get access to these digital assets because you're going to get bought out by the big people. So 21 million, how many billion people in the world? It's not enough to go around, brother Rich. And I'll leave you with that.
Hey man, like I said, man, I appreciate you for doing this workshop December 19th. I appreciate you for being so much into this cryptocurrency and us for having somebody we could learn from. Because like I said, you said we're always late to the party, whether it's spirituality, whether it's and this is recent because of what we've been through. We've been through a unique situation, not to beat up on our people, but we've been through a unique situation, and for whatever reason, we have a lot of catching up to do, family. And we're here to help you catch up at a faster rate, should I say. So I want to thank my brother, Chicago Crypto Hustler, for being on here tonight. Like I said, he's going to be on here every week leading up until the workshop in December. So we're going to get even more and more thorough each week. But family, you're going to want to sign up for this workshop. It's going to be for a 4-hour extensive workshop. Bring your pen, bring your pad. If you want to make money in 2021, this is in cryptocurrency. This is specifically for cryptocurrency. If you want to make money in this market, this is the workshop to sign up for. So with that being said, my brother, I want to thank you. And I'm going to get my notes ready, and I'm definitely going to be ready. I'm going to do my research, and I'm definitely going to be ready here for next week. All right, my brother?
All right, man. I thank you, brother Rich. I definitely got to give a shout out to Red and Blue for allowing me to come and be introduced to y'all family, KTL family, the Black Magic family. Family out there, I love y'all. Do not miss the boat. Do not miss the boat, man. Peace, power, and prosperity, family.
Peace, family.